Metal Gear Solid 5: The Phantom Pain is the fifth numerical canon installment in the Metal Gear series, developed by Kojima Productions using their new production box engine. As with previous Metal Gear Solid titles, Hideo Kojima designed, wrote, directed, and produced the game. Set in 1984, 9 years after the events of Metal Gear Solid 5: Ground Zeroes, The Phantom Pain serves as a prequel to Metal Gear, set in 1995. The game's subtitle, Phantom Pain, refers to a medical condition sometimes associated with amputees when they feel sensations in limbs that are no longer part of their body. After the events of Ground Zeroes, Big Boss awakens from his coma 9 years later in 1984. After awakening, he helps lead a new mercenary group codenamed Diamond Dogs, adopting the codenames Venom Snake and Punish Snake along the way. Big Boss ventures into Afghanistan during the Soviet-Afghan War and the Angola-Zaire border region during the Angolan Civil War to track down the men responsible for MSF's destruction in the previous game. Along the way, he becomes reacquainted with his former rival and badass boss in his own right, named Ocelot, as well as encountering an assassin with supernatural powers named Quiet. While he and Benedict Miller are initially driven to exact revenge, Snake soon unearths a plan, or should I say a plot, by the Cypher organization to develop a new model of the Metal Gear system known as the ST-84. Now, on the gameplay side, Metal Gear 5 moves to an open world setting, which consists of a set of larger open world areas, which are set in different places. So sadly, not Grand Theft Auto style, if that's what you were hoping for. To get an idea on the sheer scale of the open world environments, the game has been described as being 200 times larger than Metal Gear Ground Zeroes. The areas themselves also contain bases, paths, fortresses, etc., as well as areas with few enemies. There's also more freedom on the approach you can take while in missions, being able to enter and leave enemy-controlled areas at any time of your choosing, which diverges from previous titles having to stay within those territories. Enemy soldiers have also been given an upgrade and have been described as being unpredictable. Enemy soldiers now cover larger areas and can now drive supply trucks, guard areas, and or change shifts with other soldiers, as well as taking time out to sleep. Now, outside of those gameplay elements, the iconic cardboard box is back and better than ever, with new features to boot, such as the pop-up function, which lets players spring out of the box to take out enemies in a stealth-like way, and a discard function that is used when a guard spots you. Metal Gear Solid 5: Phantom Pain is currently out with a ton of positive scores. If you haven't done so already, you should definitely check out this gem.